Well, good afternoon. I am rather pleased with myself. I actually cleaned off some of my workspace and I can stretch and not run into anything, almost. So, this page is a freebie. And if I can get that up there, can you see the link there for it? coloringfaith.com/free dash coloring dash pages slash. So just push pause, write that down real quick, go over and get it and print it out. I've already done one side with just the greenery and the berries, and so this is going to be another color along, and so I'm going to do the other side now. And yeah, I've been painting this morning, so my hands are already dirty with other stuff. I'm going to go over colors with you that I have already used, and I'm going to go over how I color coded this one. Okay, we don't need the poinsettia right now. All right, so what I have already done is this right here. Do you see that little shape? See the shapes? That's how I have color coded this so that I know what's what. So, first thing we're going to look at is the leaf that is this shape. So it's the one that's pointy. All right. And then it's got the lines coming off of it. It's this one right here. Okay, so we're going to be working on this one first. The colors I used, and I'm using polychromos. You should be able to go to a color converter site of some sort, and I will look for it later to help out a bit, but there should be something that converts the colors from one color pencil type to another, and I will seriously look for that later, and if I can find one, I will post it down in our comments. Okay, so I am using numbers 168 and 267, and I'm almost always going to put my dark color towards the middle. Okay, so I'm going to find, and this number 5 means that there were 5 of those on this side that I've already done. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So after you've done the ones with me on this side, push pause and go back and do the ones for that side. Okay? All right. The only thing you need to watch when you're doing the ones on this side, the shading of the darker color comes under here because these are on top, comes under here because these ornaments are on top, comes here because that's on top, comes here and just a little bit there because this is on top, comes here because this is on top, comes around here because this is on top. Okay? So we're just doing more of that layering just like we've done in the past. So let's start at the top. We're looking for the ones that come out, have the curl and the dot. For now, I'm ignoring those dots and I'm coloring right over them. I will come back later with probably a gel pen, probably a glitter gel pen, and do all those little dots. But because I can do a gel pen over the top of these, for now I can just go over the top of them and not have to be so precise on going around things. Okay, so you see how I just went little circles all over, getting this good and solid. I just printed this out on some cardstock. The best cardstock that I have found that I like, that's the cheapest, is going to be at Joann Fabrics or Joann's Arts and Crafts. Here's another one up here. Also at Michael's and at Hobby Lobby. I get slabs of paper in the scrapbooking. It's called cardstock. There's generally 50 sheets per package, and you can generally get them on sale, 5 for $10 or $1.99 a package. That's when I stock up and get my cardstock for my scrapbooking and get my slab of white for my printing off of coloring sheets that I do for whenever I do these color alongs. Okay, just going through here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this side also. Okay, so let's do those, starting at the tip, working towards the end that is tucked under the ornament. Okay, I'm going in the circles. Now, see how this is on top? So I need to leave a little bit of area to come in with dark. So I can get up here close, but I want to leave some white showing so that I know that it's got tooth to the paper so that I can put that darker color in. Okay? There's that. Here's the next one. Yeah, I figured that I would try to do this way because you don't need to see me base color every little leaf as long as you know how many there were so that you can go back and pick them all up. And then you can color those off camera and then go on to the next video, or you can stop and do them right now. I would encourage you, if you've not been following any of my videos, go back and watch some of those videos. Now see here, this is on top and this is on top, so I'm going to have green coming around here. But yeah, go back and pick up and watch some of those videos. They're free. All my videos right now are free. And learn how I do circles to blend, how I go lighter as I'm getting closer to where I'm going to change colors, but yet leaving enough white so that the tooth of the paper can pick up that new color. Okay, so now I'm going to change to my darker color, and I'm going to come in and I'm going to do that under area. That's going to be the darkest. And then it's going to come out lighter as I get further out. Can be darker right up here, and then lighter as I come out. And that way, by going lighter as I come out, it's already blending. I don't have to come back with a colorless blender and do all that extra step. If for some reason it were to not blend the way I wanted it to, I would come back to my lighter shade and use it as a blending stick. Okay, see, that takes care of it. And then I'm adding more color to it instead of just moving around what's already on there. All right, so this is our second one. Going to be a little darker right here where it's tucked up under. I'm just doing the strokes however I have to get it the right shape. And then I'm going to move to my circles and blend. Yeah, I haven't done any videos in a while. I know, I've missed y'all too. I paint for Neiman Marcus on the side. Only like 15, 20 days out of the year now. But I painted for them 3.5 days last week. And it just about did me in. My back was so sore from sitting in a chair at a table painting cologne bottles for 3 different locations. And yeah, I was just really sore and I just could not sit at the table. I didn't even have time to come sit at the table and do any videos for you. My apologies on that, but girl's got to do what a girl's got to do to help make the bills. So I was painting on Jo Malone cologne bottles. It's a lot of fun. I love my stores. I love my customers, and the people that I work with, for the most part, are pretty nice. It just, after 3 days, it wears on my body to sit and just paint for that long. It's like sitting and doing your coloring books nonstop for 5 or 6 hours a day, and having to stay hunched over to do it, holding it in your hand. So it's not an ideal situation as far as where I'm painting, but again, it is a lot of fun. On that 3rd day, though, I'd had it. I was done. I was tired. I will make sure I don't schedule myself 3 days back to back anymore. It's just too hard. So, but anyway, I'm back now. And I believe I'm done with painting for the public until next year. We'll see. It's much more fun to sit and make a video for y'all. Sit here and talk to myself knowing that you're going to be listening later. And knowing that that person out there that gives me thumbs down is still out there. Yeah. Oh well. Shouldn't let that get to me. People are going to be people. All right, so you see how easily this green is going in. So if you don't have the polychromos that I'm using today, they are by Faber-Castell, then you just grab 2 of your greens that you like the shades of, and you make sure that you're blending, okay? This is where you can pause and go over and do the ones on the other side now, okay? Now, the outside, I'm trying to remember. I think the outside is just the number 267, which is the color we just finished using. So let's do that. And I actually did it darker here, and then just got lighter as I went down. Just a lighter touch. See how I'm getting lighter and lighter? That gives you the illusion that you have changed colors and gone to a lighter color without really having to change at all. Because let's face it, we only have so many greens. And after you've used them once or twice, they've been used. You've got to go on and do something else. Okay, so there's that. So I'm going to do that now with all these. Start out darker under the edge, and then follow the direction with your lines, getting lighter as you go. Now when I come back over here, I'm going to be a little heavy right in here because this is under all of these other leaves. Now, did you notice I did not sharpen my pencil? I turned and I looked for where there was a point and just got that point in there. Okay? There's usually an edge somewhere that's going to be sharper than the rest. Okay? So just get all those done. And see, it's taking us about 15 minutes, because I did talk a little bit at the first. So it's going to take us about 15 minutes to get the 5 leaves done. So when you go over to do your other leaves, plan on it taking about 15 minutes. And really it takes me anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour to upload these videos. Here lately it's been a shorter amount of time, because I've not been making them quite as long. So, you know, it's all evening out. There we go. Shout out to all my subscribers. Thank you for being followers. All that means is that these videos, I believe, they automatically pop up in their email box, and they don't have to watch to see if I've posted a new one. They don't have to wait for me to announce over on any of the groups I'm on that I have posted a new one. They just automatically get contacted. So, okay, so there's all of that one. So there was 10 total. All right. Let's go ahead and look at, now see these two, I'm wondering which is which. 163 is going to be this little bitty. So let's grab 163. There is no blending. Okay, they're just done. So there's 7 of them on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's in 2 parts. 6, 7. So on this side, there's 1. And this is very easy. You're just coloring it in. Then 2. Three, 4, it's on both sides. 5, it's on both sides. Always check if it goes under something where it's coming out at. Following along. 6, now is there just 6 on this side? 1, 2, 3. Okay, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the other side, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I may have counted that twice or something. But anyway, so look around for all those little skinny, little bitty baby ones. That's what this one was. And again, this was number 163 in the Faber-Castell Polychromos. Okay, that puts it at almost 20 minutes. So what else can we do real quick? Let's do this one. There's 8 of them, and it's this one here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, and this little piece. Don't miss that one. That's why I put 8. So number 171 and 112. So I'm pulling these two. Again, I'm putting the lighter color on the outside and the darker color on the inside. I have to tell you, this one goes really fast, even though there are so many pieces to it. Okay, each one has several, but it just goes really quick. Okay. Even as quickly as I'm going here, I'm staying in the lines. I'm making sure that I'm going the same direction that the leaf is growing. I'm not taking off, just scribbling. Okay. And the more you do this, the quicker you will get with it. But it's not a race. I want you to take the time you need to be able to do it. If you need to pause after each section, then you pause after each section. All right? I like to assembly style my coloring sometimes so that I can do all of one color, then come in with the next color. So I would be doing the same thing on the other side. Okay, you're going to come through and do all the tips. So if you want to do all the tips on both sides and then come back and do the next color, then do that. Push pause. You have that ability. That pause button is there for a reason. I encourage you to use it and use it as often as you need to. That's the one thing I'm always noticing. First thing with Coloring Books Keep It Clean, the group over on Facebook, I'm always noticing blended colors first. And it's not that the page is bad if they're not blended well. It's just what my eye goes to. Some people's eye may go to if there's a cat or a dog in the page. Some people, no, don't forget this one. Some people's eye may go straight to the lettering, if there is any. Some people may look at what the colors were used, all right? And all those things are important or can also bring gratification to the page and make it look complete. It's just my eye goes to the blending. And I think it's because I'm a painter first and a colored pencilist second. But that's just the way my brain works. Okay, now I'm going to be going here. Because these areas are long and thin, you can almost just pull up into that. Start heavy on this end, and then light as you get to the green end that's already there. And here, this is up underneath, so I want to do that whole edge. If you have one that won't quite blend for you, come back in with your lighter color and blend it out. All right, we can always come with the lighter color and do blending. But see, just 2 or 3 strokes. You want to be able to squint your eyes and see darks and lights in your picture. If you can't see that the leaf has some dark and light areas in it, and it looks all the same to you, then you need to go back in and add some darker darks. And we've talked several times. I could come back in right now and add purple. Yeah, purple. Purple is a good shadow color. I could add purple over the top of any of these in the darkest areas, and it would do the shading that I need. So if you find your greens are not dark enough, come back and just do just a touch, but just a little bit of purple in there, and it will finish pulling that together for you. But see, if you'll do some assembly style coloring in some of these sheets that have things just repeated over and over, then you'll be finished with that area and can go on to the what I call the more special areas, which is like this. Okay, the areas that have the ornaments, the focal points. So that's why sometimes I don't like to waste a lot of time on leaves. I want to get to the ornaments. I want to get to the flower. I want to get to whatever the main focal point of the page is. But without these leaves, those focal points would all just be laying there. You need the leaves to fill in that area around them. So don't take off so quick that you mess up your leaves. They need to be done well so that they do point the attention towards the ornaments, towards your focal piece. Okay. I just finished doing my ornament page from my Etsy shop, so that's out there on YouTube now. I did my cookies and candy sheet from my Etsy shop, so it's out there as a follow along. I've got a poinsettia. I'm going to be doing this one soon, but I'm thinking next time I may do it in a different color than the red. I'm not real sure yet. So, oh, and then this little guy here. Don't miss that one. Okay, so there we go. So that took care of this and this and this. So we have, I think, 3 more different types to go. But I am going to go ahead and push pause here. We're at almost 27 minutes. So you can do this and get all caught up. And then we can pick up next time and start again. For you that did not write down that address yet on where to get this, it's coloringfaith.com/free-coloring-pages/ So I know you might have been thinking, oh, I'm not sure I really want to follow along on this. This is a freebie. So go get it while it's still there. And I'm going to upload this, and I'll see you back in a few minutes to do the next part of the next screen. Bye.